Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining us here at Region 9, the podcast. I'm Jackie.
And hello. I'm Ismar Garcia.
And
Such a
we're
pleasure.
here. Yeah, right? Happy October. Hey, what are you going to do for Halloween?
October. Well, I was trying to go for Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then I was just like, well, I got to get a little bit more creative and see what else I can do. So now I'm just poking around to see what other venues I can get my mind into to be anything for Halloween. What about yourself?
I'm just going to be myself, a disaster. No,
oh, God.
Bad joke. I don't know yet. I've been poking around because I want ideas, and I never thought of Carmen Sandiego. I loved it. I played it. I watched it. That would be the best. So I'm not stealing your idea. I have to figure it out. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's also like my favorite film is Jurassic Park, so I could just be the inflatable T-Rex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just
mm-hmm.
So many ideas. So many ideas.
Yeah. Last year I was a Disney kid, a kid going to Disneyland. So I was all dressed up in Disney gear, handing out candy and stuff. That was the fun stuff. But, dude, it's October. So we just finished National Preparedness Month. So congratulations, everybody. We've done all that amazing stuff. But we are in the precursor of two things that are happening this month.
Tell them, Jackie.
One is Cyber Awareness Month. So check all your cyber stuff. Make sure you're working with your IT, OIT, whatever you call your information technology group. And CISA, as in CISA, not CESA, is having a really good information coming out that you can share with all your agencies, with all your friends about cyber protection, especially, we're living some times right now. So it's imperative to just know your cyber risks and drills and how to be preventative. And the last one is the Great Shakeout. Yeah. No earthquake. It's just us trying to be fun. Great Shakeout. The Great Shakeout is coming on when?
October 20th.
Yes. Yeah. At 10:20.
On-ish days.
Are you going to drop cover and hold on?
Heck yes. I actually just registered yesterday.
Woohoo! Welcome. We just registered also.
So they also have swag available this year for sale. So you can also hype that up. Take your little photo. I wonder if we should do something, Jackie.
What about this awesome thing?
I think that's a great idea. Tell them what that is.
So guys, IAEM, it's their 70th anniversary this year, 2022, and we have swag. So if you are participating in the Great Shakeout, whether it's your school, your place of work, you yourself at home with your dog and your family, whoever, please upload some pictures, tag IAEM R9 on the handle, so tag our handle, and we are going to give some really cool swag, including the 70th anniversary Region 9 pins, coins. Sorry, not the pins, coins. But also, if you are a Region 9 member and you're a member of Region 9, paid member, please, if you really want one and you don't want to participate in our amazing social media thing, which I really hope you do. So I don't know if this is going to behoove me or not, but email our secretary, or our secretary, that's so weird. But yes, our secretary at iaem.r9secretary@iaem.com and send your information out, and we will send you some amazing swag. 70th year. And if we're talking about more awesome stuff, we're also talking about a little bit of a precursor to a precursor that's happening in November. And Region 9, yes, we have a lot of precursors in the month of October. I don't know why, but that's just happening. Region 9 is participating also with IAM USA and National with donation basket. What? So we're going to invite everybody. So tell us a little bit more about it, because it's going to be a basket bonanza.
Basket bonanza's right. So this is for our states, our territories of Region 9. The theme for this annual conference is unmuted. So let's unmute, go all in by donating some items that actually represent your local area at the annual conference. Looking for agency swag, any type of specific swag that details what you do and what's specific and special about Region 9. Challenge coins, any challenge patches, collectible items, things of that say civil defense. That as a history type of person, that always is always fun, like always fun. Local goodies, also 5 p.m. kind of fun. And then any 5 p.m. the casual business time. And then any online redeemable gift certificates are always good, but it's definitely any way that represents Region 9 so we can support our IAM students. And you do not have to be in attendance at the annual conference to donate, but the deadline for that is going to be November 7th. And that will be, if you have any interest, that will be, the contact will be, slow down the mind a little bit. The contact will be Jorge Rodriguez, and his email is Jorger, JORGER.CEM@gmail.com. And the basket bonanza begins.
Definitely. And please share what represents. We have amazing states and territories here, Region 9. So let's really show off the great stuff we do. This is one of the reasons why we do a podcast, is to highlight what we do with amazing groups and people. And let's put a little bit of ourselves into a basket so we can show the rest of the nation and be part of an amazing experience. Going to an amazing experience.
Speaking of,
we did another precursor in September. Yes, I'm telling you, it's the day of precursors. And we asked our Niners back in August, so August, September area, right? Time, in our newsletter, and we did some polls, and thank you for those who responded. It was really, really fun. How many Region Niners are going to the annual conference? So Isamar is awesome. She's like, me. So you're probably part of the one of the percentage. 9% says, I don't know. We're going to try to convince you today, 9%ers. 41% said, yes, of course they're going. And we had 50% who can't make it. But don't worry about that. There's still time to change your mind. There is still time to get you involved, like the baskets. There's still time to do a lot of great things. So with no further ado, we're telling you why we're going to change your mind. And we're talking to Duane Hagelgans, the IAEM Annual Conference Chair. What? Woo! We got the conference chair here with us today. And he's doing it in Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful Savannah. I was there 15 years ago, and I always loved it. I thought it was beautiful, and you guys are going to enjoy it. Right out of Atlanta. And Duane, I know Isamar and I we can introduce you, and it will take a long time, and we're going to hype you up, but we really want people to know you and your voice and all about IAM conference for this year, 2022. So please say hello to our membership. It's your floor.
Hello to the membership. Thank you very much for having me. This is great. I'm obviously across the country in Pennsylvania right now, driving to Philadelphia to get on a plane to go to Minnesota. But I am so happy to be here because this year, as has been mentioned, is our 70th anniversary of the conference. And I am proud to be the conference chair this year. We have a great committee that has done a lot of great things. This year is going to be bigger and better than ever. Our numbers already are far surpassing numbers that we've ever had before. Savannah, as has been mentioned, is a great, great town. There's a lot of things to do. You want to be there. We're going to have so many cool and exciting things. All the things you're used to from the past, like the silent auction for the scholarship for the baskets, and then the actual scholarship, as well as the big Sunday night opening in which we're going to have a special Sunday night welcome party because one of our members is a world champion barbecuer, and we have signed him up to come and do barbecue at the convention center on Sunday night. It is going to be just the start of a spectacular week, which, as you know, you can come for pre-conference training, you can come for the conference, and you can come for post-conference training. This year is just going to be spectacular with all the things we have planned for you.
Oh my goodness. Jackie and I immediately went for like a napkin to put as our
bibs. We have our bibs on right now. You can't go to the South and not have a barbecue, man. That's
you gotta love the barbecue. This is going to be unlike anything else. This year is all about networking. It's about our new professionals. It's about our emerging professionals. It's about our new allied professionals that, as you know, this past year, we created a new caucus within IAEM because, let's be realistic, our jobs are about networking and working with so many people. So we're trying so hard this year to make sure that, number one, we're taking care of all of our people because, as we know, all of our people are out there every day at disasters. Number two, we're making sure that we're training the future and making sure that those new young professionals know what they're doing. And number three, we're going to party like it's 1999, but it's not. It's 2022, and we are going to have big fun in Savannah.
awesome.
Wow.
Oh, wait, is it tomorrow? Because I kind of want to just go now.
It could be tomorrow. I mean, I just got to change my plane, and instead of going to Minnesota, I'll just go to Savannah and get started.
I am there. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So, Duane, you put a huge teaser out about the conference, and you said something that is kind of cool. You're bringing in the new caucuses, right? Allied, all this. And how are we highlighting our speakers? How are we highlighting our caucuses? Are we still putting it on a TED Talk style of speaking? Tell us how the foundation of the conferences and how it works. Like, I'm a new conference goer. I want to know how it's going to happen this year in Savannah.
Sure.
Besides from the awesome state of Georgia.
Absolutely. So every year we start out with pre-conference training. So we're bringing in TEACs, we bring in EMI, we bring in a couple of our other training partners, and they do free training for any conference attendee. On Sunday, for all of our new attendees, we actually have a whole afternoon on Sunday in which new members to our profession, whether that's students that just graduated, people that are coming in from another profession to our profession, transferring in, we have a whole afternoon for them. We have a new member little teaser on Sunday afternoon. Then we have the new member banquet. Then Monday, we start off with all of our plenaries. So our plenary starts out on Monday with, we've invited the FEMA director, or the FEMA administrator, We've also have General Stanley McChrystal coming in to start us up on Monday and get us ready to go. And then from there, what happens is we have all of our breakout sessions, which we have 88 breakout sessions. And then throughout the conference, we also have other special things like the career workshop. We have a DEI session. We have a nexus between emergency management and the American Meteorological Society. So as we know, a lot of our disasters are natural disasters. And what I think is coolest about this year, one of the things we've really tried to do is bring in new, exciting speakers that haven't spoken at our conference before. So we have a lot of our really great high power speakers, but we also tried very hard to give other people opportunities to speak that may have never spoken before at IAEM.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
awesome.
One of the things we've heard in the past is that, well, how do I get to speak at IAEM? And it seems like you pick the same people. So this year we're trying really hard to make sure that we give people opportunities that haven't had opportunities. So if you're thinking about next year, if you haven't put in for this year, put in to speak next year in your home base of Long Beach.
Yes, that's right. He just announced it. We were going to make a little teaser of it, but next year's conference is going to be in Region 9 here in Long Beach, California. So there's going to be a lot of great stuff. And one of the things that, if you could tease us in before we go to the actual another question, because I just popped in my head about this, can you give us maybe a topic or two that our newer speakers are speaking on? Because I love this whole fresh new ideas that are coming into conference, because it's always great to see different aspects of our profession and lifting them up and having them do new things, because I always love the reminders, but sometimes you can only do planning different ways and you think of it different ways, but if you got new people coming through, I mean, it just gives you a little like refresher. So what's the new stuff, like a new topic or two that you can share with us?
Sure. So I think one of the most exciting ones that I'm looking forward to is we're going to have a plenary of 4 mostly brand new emergency management professionals with 4 very different backgrounds, with 4 very different paths into emergency management. As we know, people come into emergency management from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of paths. So we're going to have a session on the main stage in which they explain how they got into emergency management and what emergency management means to them. And I think that's very important, because we have so many people that go, well, I'm an emergency manager and I'm an emergency manager, but yet they're doing different work, right? And so that's one of the plenaries we're going to have. It's going to be very important. The other really important session we're going to have this year is we're going to have somebody really talking about our emotional and mental health. As we all know, we've been through a lot in the last couple of years. So we have a couple people that are coming in that have never spoken before and are really going to touch about personally what they've gone through in their careers and how it's affecting them. And then we're also kicking off something that's a brand new initiative by our incoming second vice president called IAEM Stronger Stories. So people can explain some things that have happened in their lives to help each other, right? So we can everybody knows that the best way to get some of these things out is to talk about them. So we're having that. And then we have somebody that has tried to, has actually put in to speak at the conference for probably 4 or 5 years. And this year has a topic on how his background and as a young person, he got into emergency management, and just giving his story with his diverse background. I think it's going to be really powerful.
That sounds amazing. Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. It is very nice. I love the fact that we're definitely elevating ourselves, elevating the future. And as an aspiring, this sounds fantastic. I love that this new mindset is taking a hold and becoming the profession. With that, I was actually wondering, what can an aspiring or an emerging professional, what can we do to make sure that we're getting the most out of the conference in attending? Like I heard last time was wear sneakers, have business cards. Is there anything else that we can do to prepare to make the most out of that event?
Well, I think there's 2 important things. One is, the people you already know, so don't hang out with them at the conference. Mm-hmm. Find the people you don't know, right? Come up and find me if you've never met me before. I've talked to you all day long. I can talk. Find those people in the profession that you don't know to make those connections and make those networks, because you might know a lot of people in Region 9, but you know somebody from Region 3 or Region 4 or Region 5, because we all do the same thing, but we have different ways of doing it. I think that's important. And I just wrote an article for the Bulletin on our ambassador program. So the ambassadors basically are those people that wear the big white and blue buttons and say, I'm an ambassador. And they show people around, say, hey, if you're lost, here's where you go. There is no better way to network than to be an ambassador, because guess what? You have a big button on you that makes people want to come up and talk to you. And I think I tell my students this, I teach at the university. I tell my students, when you get to that conference, I want you talking to people you don't know. I want you networking with people. I want you, get away from all the other students that you already know. Go out there and meet new people, because you don't know. It could be somebody who could help you with future research, could be a future employer, right? A lot of our students have met that next employer at the conference by merely striking up a conversation. Talk to people you don't know. Crazy concept, right?
What a thought. And how would, since you're over here saying, come talk to me, how would we be able to identify you? I heard a rumor about some colored hair.
Well, somebody was in a marketing meeting and might have said that if we hit 2,750 people at the conference, which we're currently en route to do, that he will bleach his hair blonde. And if we hit 3,000 people at the conference, he will bleach his hair. Well, you don't bleach your hair. He'll dye his hair blue. Obviously, I've never dyed or bleached my hair, so this is all new. But to be honest with you, even if my hair is not dyed, which I hope it is, please, if you see me walking around, come up and introduce yourself. If we've never met, please, I'll be wandering all over the place. You'll see me because I'll be trying to be everywhere. But please, the thing is that's very important to me is if you do come up, tell me what you like about the conference and tell me what we can do better. The conference committee, as we know, does a really great job. We have a great team, but we're 40 or 50 people. We need to know what we're doing well and other ideas for what we can do even better for next year and the year after that.
Live action AAR.
Definitely.
Yes.
And Duane, I know this is not part of the bet, but I'm just saying if you hit 5,000, you got to do the hot pink hair. I mean, I'm just going to say.
For sure.
Awesome. I'm putting it out there, just saying that. But I think the networking and talking to people you've never met, sometimes it's hard. We're not always social butterflies. So I think it's great that the ambassador program is happening. And for those who are in our profession, I want to say veterans because that could be a large number. What things can we do differently to get a new experience in the conference?
Well, I think that there's a couple keys. One is get involved. Like it's easy to we're going to be in Savannah, so it's easy to go, wow, it's really sunny outside right now, or hey, I got these work emails to do, but don't let yourself get caught in that trap. Get involved. There's so many opportunities to do so many things with the sessions and with the events we have, the extracurricular events. There's the nighttime events we have planned. We're actually going to have an old school social media wall. So what's an old school social media wall, you ask? Let me tell you. It is a large 4-foot wide by 100-foot long piece of paper with markers where you can walk up and give us ideas, suggestions, say, hey, we're all going to the blah, blah, blah later tonight at 6:00. Meet us out front and get to meet people, network with people. Just really get, don't waste your time at the conference, I guess is what I can tell you. There's so many opportunities to meet people, people in the profession that you've read articles they've written, you've seen them speak, you've maybe read their books, and all of a sudden they're there. And I've met so many great people in our profession by just simply walking up and talking to them.
Definitely. And I think that's important to share, because I know sometimes I'm one of those people that I still check on my cell phone to make sure I'm not missing any important messages, or I'm like squeezing a quick meeting in because I'm at lunch or all of that. And I think those are the times, me personally, I'm speaking of experience, is where I'm missing the network, right? Not saying to check your emails while you're in a session either. I'm just putting out there, do not do that. But I also think as important as sessions are, the lunchtime, the break times, those are definitely important too, because that's where you need to meet your family members, your EM family, right? Your new long lost cousin or uncle or whatever you want to call them. Just saying. But
that's so true. Right? Gosh, yes. I passed the hall with somebody, and right now their name is blanking, but I know their face right now, and I just like, hey, nice shoes. And the entire conference, we were like, nice shoes, nice shoes. By the end of the conference, I had a new friend, a business card, and a new professional relationship. It was over shoes.
Wait, did you buy a pair of shoes though?
I did not. It was pretty close.
So Duane, the other question I have for you, because we were talking about new ways and you were talking about this ambassador program, and I know you have a great group of 40, 50 volunteers right now. We are just a little bit over a month to conference. Can people still volunteer for this conference for Savannah? And if they can, where? And if they cannot, how can they volunteer for 2023?
They can absolutely volunteer to help at the conference still. You can go to the IAEM website and then go to the conference page, and on there it'll list all the signups, like to be an ambassador or to help out. To be a member of the conference committee, at this point we're kind of already down the road. We have one more meeting left, but we'll be seeking new members starting in January. And so you can either email me at conference chair. You can email Julie Husk, who's our conference director. You can let somebody in your region know, let your region president know. They can reach out to me if you can't figure that out. But we're always looking for new people. We're looking for energetic people. We're looking for new ideas. The one thing we don't want to do is just do the same conference every year, right? We want to make it better, make it different every year, and that's what we're trying to do. And we need ideas.
Great. So if you missed, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, if you missed all those emails, don't worry. Region 9 will put it in the newsletter for this time around, so you can have it in your inbox. Take it back at me some more. It's all you right now.
Sorry. Is there? So the dates are November 11th to the 17th, and it's in Savannah, Georgia. Is there a way, is there a way to be there virtually? Is that a component that we have this time around?
Unfortunately, we do not. And the issue we have is the internet inside the conference center. So most of the rooms don't have that capability. However, I would be remiss if I did not tell you that in April, we will have a virtual conference just like we have for the last 2 years. We recognize the fact that people can't travel sometimes for work, or they just can't come across the country, whichever way that might be. And so we've decided that for the folks that can't come to the annual conference, that we're going to try every April to have a virtual conference to bring in some of our top rated speakers from the from the annual conference to the virtual conference, so that all of our members have the opportunity to hear some of these great speakers.
Isn't that a crazy world we live in? Because before, virtual was not an option, even after the fact, or even the hybrid. And now it's, I guess we could say thank you, pandemic, even though it was before. But I appreciate the conference committee and IAEM doing that, because many of us can't make it for whatever reason, or had to cancel because of an incident that occurred, and we still don't get to completely miss it because you guys thought about us and bringing it back to in April. So we thank you so much for that opportunity for those who can't make it.
You're welcome. And we have a lot of members who just can't travel ever. And so we think, well, why can't we? They deserve to have the same opportunity with some of these great speakers.
Awesome. And we do know, and we would be not serving our community well if we don't tell people that early bird ends this Monday, guys. So this Monday coming up will be their last chance to get the early bird, and then it will be full price.
Early bird special.
Yeah. You probably won't remember, but growing up, Easter Mart was like the blue plate special. Now it's early bird. Woohoo.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
and just remember, if you don't have the budget money yet approved, you can sign up still to come to the conference, and just in the area where it says how will you pay, say pay by check, and then you can pay later when you actually have the funding to pay for the conference.
And are you still doing, or rather are you as IAEM still doing pay off your registration?
Absolutely. You can come to the conference and you can work in various areas like the registration area or some other areas, and you'll get paid $25 per hour. So the way that works is, again, you select the pay by check, and then after the conference, they figure out how many hours you work, they deduct that, and then you just pay the difference.
That's awesome. And really quick, before we start wrapping up and give you the last words, Duane, I just want to let also people know that we have accommodations for those who need any type of accommodations for access and functional needs. So if that's part of something that you need to arrange, IAEM USA and the conference will work with you in doing getting that available to you. Is there any last minute, because we're going to try to sway that 9% of the I don't knows to making them become the yeses from Region 9. Any last words you want to share about the conference, Duane?
You just don't want to miss it. Between the soup to nuts of the plenaries, from the motivational speakers to helping us with our mental health, to getting people out there that are brand new to the profession. Even if you're not doing it for you, do it for those new members of our profession that need to meet you and need to know what you know, and you can become a part of their network.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Duane. This has been an absolute pleasure, and I'm glad that we had the opportunity to share with our membership what's actually going to go down in Savannah this year. And another thank you to our producer behind the scenes, Brian at Sitch Radio. And just as before, we owe a big thank you to the man behind the controls. So
definitely thank you, Brian, for working your magic. And just a reminder, if you have not done so already, and if it's October and you're really wanting to do this for the great shakeout and get this awesome challenge coin, follow us, IAEM R9, on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And guess what, guys? Where?
And Substack. Substack.
And thank you to our producer. We're on YouTube now. Yes. So all social media, we're there at IAEM R9 to get the most recent updates on what's happening and to share, tag us. If you want to share what you're doing in the region, tag us and we will share it through our Substack or through the podcast or through shout outs. So more than anything, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Samara.
And keep on rocking our Region 9. We appreciate you.
Thank you.